Hey everybody, Mark Fox here with Amazing Prophecies YouTube channel and Forever Free Ministries. Here comes the big mega Michael, the monstrous hurricane. Hurricane Michael is barreling toward the panhandle of Florida with sustained winds of around 120 miles per hour. So here we go again with another major hurricane to hit the United States of America. Will hurricanes and natural disasters lead to the infamous mark of the beast? Stay tuned. Have Jordan get the water. Okay, everybody, so here we go again with another hurricane coming full force into the United States of America. These are harbingers, everybody. These are portenders. These are signs not only of the second coming of Jesus Christ, but of the tribulation. This hurricane Michael is a reminder of when Michael will stand up, the great prince which stands up for his people, according to Daniel 12 verse 1. We'll get into that in just a moment. And what about the mark of the beast? Could hurricanes like this, of this caliber, but even greater, a Cat 5, Cat 6, along with tornadoes and terror attacks, natural calamities, could all of these lead to the mark of the beast? More about that in a moment, and a little more update on Hurricane Michael. But first, I have a graphic here. I want to encourage you right now. Caleb will put that graphic up. I want to encourage you to text Bible to the number 74121. 74121. All right, that's all you got to do. It's right there on the screen. Just type in the word Bible, 74121, to that number. And you can give us your prayer requests. When you get the form, when it comes back, you click on the link. And you can give us your prayer requests, free online Bible study course, link to a Bible prophecy church near you that's preaching what we're preaching, and text alerts and more. That's all you have to do. Just text Bible to that number, 74121. So please take advantage of that, and you don't want to miss this opportunity. All right. Then in addition to that, join our Facebook group, Memorizing God's Word Together. Memorizing God's Word Together. And remember, we are on Instagram. Amazing Prophecies is on Instagram. Okay, let's go on, everybody. We're talking about Michael will stand. Michael will stand. Now we're talking about Hurricane Michael strengthens to major hurricane targets Florida, and they say you cannot hide from this storm. So look here, everybody. So what we're talking about here is we're talking about, once again, something very cataclysmic, potentially very catastrophic. And so it's gone from a tropical storm to Cat 1 to Cat 2, now a Cat 3, and it'll continue to strengthen. It may not reach the Cat 4 level, but nonetheless, it's going beyond the early level of a Cat 3. So the National Hurricane Center warned that Michael could make landfall tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday afternoon, near Panama City. So you do have some population there, 100 miles west of Tallahassee, Florida, with torrential rains and sustained winds of up to 120 miles per hour. So that's pretty potentially catastrophic. So this is another big one, of the likes of which they have not seen something like that, I think, between 12, 15 years in this proximity. So Hurricane Michael is forecasted to be the most destructive storm to hit the Florida Panhandle in decades. Okay, so that's what Governor Rick Scott said. It will be life-threatening. So if you're there in Florida, guys, you got to get a heads up here. It will be life-threatening and extremely dangerous. And he says, listen, you cannot hide from this storm. So I think about the prophetic overtones to this, because does the Bible talk about a prophetic storm that is coming that you will not be able to hide from? And I know some will say, well, we're not going to go through the tribulation. Yes, you are going to go through the tribulation. Watch my video where I validate that. But the Bible makes it very clear that we are going to go through the tribulation and that there's a purpose for that. God will perfect a people to be ready when he comes again in the sky. And there's numerous scriptures, but the Bible makes it very clear that when the 7 last plagues are unleashed upon earth's inhabitants, upon mankind, just before Jesus comes, during the tribulation, those plagues, those 7 last plagues, do not hit the righteous. They will fall on people and the earth all around them, but God will protect his people. Michael will stand up for his people, and that includes converted Jews, Jews for Jesus, and converted Gentiles. If you are Christ, then you are Abraham's seed and heirs according to the promise. Galatians 3:29. He is a Jew which is one inwardly. Romans 2:28 and 29. So the Bible makes it very clear that Michael is going to stand up very soon during the tribulation. Right at the beginning, Michael's going to stand up. Yes, there's going to be a time of trouble, such as we have never seen according to Daniel 12, verse 1. So when I think about what's going on right now with Hurricane Michael building up momentum, building up clout in the warm seas of the Gulf of Mexico, and calculated its trajectory to hit full force 120 miles per hour sustained winds to hit, to really give a punishing blow to the panhandle of Florida, then that conjures up my understanding of the book of Daniel and how Daniel said there will be a time of trouble. So Michael, the hurricane, is a grim reminder of when Michael will stand up for his people, and there will be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. So you can watch my video where I get into how the saints in the last days will go through the tribulation. But the wrath of God in the form of the 7 last plagues, according to Revelation 15 and 16, do not fall on converted Jews and converted Gentiles. Does not fall on Christians, on believers. It only falls on the wicked. The Bible makes it very clear that if you are sealed with the seal of the living God on your forehead, Revelation chapter 14 talks about this, and also Revelation 7, 1-3, that if you are sealed, you will not receive the 7 last plagues. So therefore, our channel, Amazing Prophecies, is devoted to helping us get ready for the tribulation and for the second coming of Jesus Christ. Thank the Lord. That's good news. Yes, there's a tribulation coming, but the good news is Michael's going to stand up for you and I. That's resounding good news. Take heart, take comfort. You know, just as the governor and just as the mayors are urging their citizens, their people, to get ready, to brace themselves, to barricade themselves or evacuate themselves in preparation for Michael, I say this: you and I need to get ready for Michael. That is, for when Michael stands up, we need to get ready for that. How do we get ready? That's what my channel is all about. It's about getting ready for the tribulation, which is preparation of purification for the translation to the marriage supper celebration. So I'm playing with words. And so preparation for the translation to glory. Very soon we are going up. So yes, they say that the storm surge will reach potentially 12 feet high. So those of you who are 6 feet, I'm under 6 feet, but those of you who are 6 feet, yeah, that's twice your height. And so, I mean, we're talking a massive wall of water coming, just rushing and probably demolishing a lot in its path. There's going to be potentially widespread destruction. And we need to pray that those in the path of this monster Michael will be spared, will be protected. So please, if you live in this area, please take precautions, take measures to protect you and your family, your loved ones, and so forth. Make sure your neighbors are okay. So the projected path of Hurricane Michael is going to hit right there in the panhandle of Florida, and then just keep going. And so this is very, very significant. Like I say, Rick Scott, the governor of Florida, has said you cannot hide from this storm. And so they say that a state of emergency for 35 counties has activated 2,500 National Guard troops, more than 300 state troopers, etc., made available for this. And okay, so evacuations are ordered. More than 100,000 people were ordered out of long swath of low-lying communities. So this storm surge is really going to make potentially an impact there near Panama City. And so they say, we've practiced this many times. This is game time. Bay County Sheriff Tommy Ford said, this is the real thing, a significant threat to life and safety. So we're talking about 120 miles per hour sustained winds with, I'm sure, gusts much higher than that. I think maybe about 150 wind gusts, and then the storm surge at 12 feet. So we may do another video tomorrow on this subject as we all are watching the trajectory and the potential destruction of Hurricane Michael. And so let's be praying for the people there. Are you ready for the tribulation? Watch my video on actually I have a few on the tribulation and getting ready for the tribulation. Watch my videos about the mark of the beast, because I believe that natural disasters like this will create a climate of desperation. And then they will say, we need to enforce the mark of the beast, because then God will favor us, God will protect us. It's the wrong solution. And more about that, I'll deal with that in another video, but watch my videos on the mark of the beast. So once again, also you can call us if you want. Caleb, if you would put the number on the screen, if you want to call us for prayer, if you want us to help you find a church that's preaching prophecy like we are, 940-222-4445. You can call that number on the screen, and you can text it if you want as well. Would you like us to find a church that's preaching prophecy? Come on now. Find a church that's going to preach end-time prophecies. And remember, Jesus is coming very, very soon. And by the way, I want to urge you, I want to give a shout out. Make sure you subscribe to Hope Through Prophecy with Dustin Peslin. He has a lot of new Christian videos. He just started, and so I hope you go visit his channel, Hope Through Prophecy, and also Bible Flockbox. Subscribe to those two channels. Till next time, remember, Jesus is coming soon. Be ready.